Well, here it is time again. It's Friday afternoon, time for our weekly update. Not a whole lot of action this week, but there's some advancement. I'm in the tent at the moment in my paint booth, but it hasn't been used for painting. The wing still hasn't advanced. The rudder was in exactly that same state of affairs last week. This aileron actually has advanced. This one, it's ready for its second and third shrink, and this one is about half an hour's more work behind the other one, and then they'll both have their shrinks done and have the green Eco Bond, the diluted Eco Bond applied to them. So that's what's going on in here. Let's go and have a look outside here. The horizontal stabilizer has got it's got fabric applied to one side. It's not shrunk, and it's not well, it is attached. It's attached around. Let's have a look at this side. It's attached here around the inside. I will attach the other side, probably tomorrow in the next working session, and then shrink both sides and start putting the tapes and all the rest of it. Wherever it is, the elevators, I haven't touched them. They're ready to start covering, but I just haven't done that yet. I was away somewhere this afternoon, but Simon, one of the very good neighbours, came over and applied some fiberglass to these intersect fairings. So they're advancing. They'll come off pretty soon and be fiberglassed on the inside. I've actually lock wired them together as well. So they're advancing. They're pretty good. I still haven't touched the cowl any further. I haven't been near it. And that's kind of about it. That's pretty much. We had a short week. I didn't work in the hangar at all last weekend. I was doing something else, and Tuesday I flew. You'll see that at the end of this update. I flew to Cessnock, a town called Cessnock, and picked up this bombed out 582 engine. I need some parts off this engine. There's a little bit of a problem with the Renegade, but that'll be a video of its own when I finally get around to working on it. But anyway, that's pretty much where we're at. Hopefully this will be well advanced next week when we do next week's update. But yeah, have a look at the video that's going to follow this video, where I actually fly a couple of 100 nautical miles to go and pick that engine up. But anyway, that's it. Take care, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye now. Okay, our task for today is to fly about 215, I think, nautical miles, roughly in that direction, pretty much straight into the sun. Pick up an engine and bring it back here. That's the only thing between me and true happiness today. Oh, by the way, it's 8 o'clock in the morning here. It's fairly bright, and we're not quite in spring yet. We're still at the end of winter. Alright, we might as well do a little bit of recording while we're going along. We've got about 180 nautical miles to run, almost directly into the sun. And there's a bit of fog where I'm going, so I'm in no rush to get there. Fog will have to clear first. But we've got a fair distance to go for with a lot of options along the way. I can afford to stop and sit on the ground for a little bit if I need to. Fortunately, this is not on our path. Absolutely nothing on that side. It sort of stops right on our track, so that's a good thing. It doesn't matter, I can get down another couple of thousand feet and get below that. We're currently sitting on 7,500. We're just a little bit to the right of track. We'll come back up onto that now. That little green bug is where we should be. Now we're on track. We're indicating 130 knots. That's about what we indicate in the cruise in this aeroplane. In reality, across the ground we're doing 152 knots, if you can read that in the top right hand corner. But that's it. And as you can see, we're getting bounced around all over the place. It's really horrible. You'd hate it. The yellow stuff is canola crops. Farmers found there's a lot of money in canola to make biodiesel or biofuel. Okay, I'll leave you to it and get back to you if anything exciting happens. Well, here's a quick update. We've got about 53 nautical miles to run. And we're over tiger country right now. We don't want to go down in this country. This little spine of what we call mountains runs pretty much all the way up the east coast of Australia. They don't go for very far, maybe, it depends where you are, but maybe 40 or 50 miles at the most. And then it'll level out again on as we get closer to the coast. But yeah, there's not any options here. And yeah, for the update, we're still more or less 7,500. We're supposed to be at 7,500. We're doing 160 knots of ground speed, so we're moving along quite well. And yeah, pretty much everything's happy. No load on the G meter. We haven't hit any bumps at all yet. We may do as we cross over the other side of these hills, but let's see what happens. But yeah, no upper level cloud. We've got a few patches here, and we've got a little bit of a band of cloud over there. When we get past the tiger country, I'll probably descend below that. Yeah, there you go. Pretty straightforward. The sandstone really lights up when it gets a bit of sun on it. You don't want to land on it, but it's beautiful to look at. Now you guys might as well watch the descent. We've got about 8 minutes to run. The town's called Cessnock. A bit boring out that side. traffic, Cessnock, Papa Oscar Charlie RB6, currently 2 nautical miles to the south, and we'll be letting down on the east and joining a midfield crosswind for runway 35. Oscar Charlie joins a midfield crosswind runway 35 Cessnock. Oscar Charlie's downwind. About to turn base for runway 35, full stop.
Traffic, Kilo Echo Sierra, System 195 is taxiing for runway 35 for a downwind departure. Cessnock will hold for the aircraft on approach.
Okay, I'll land fairly long and turn off to the right down here.
Thank you.
Okay, we're all strapped in at Cessnock to fly back to tomorrow. Passengers all strapped in and had the briefing. So, okay, off we go. All right, well, we've departed Cessnock, and we're heading direct tomorrow. Got a bit of a headwind. We're doing about 135 knots across the ground right now. Once we get past this tiger country, I might drop down to 6,500. We're at 8. We're at 8,500 right now. Just a quick update. We're past the tiger country, the worst of the tiger country. We're now on the inland side of the range. Still pretty smooth. We're getting a bit of cloud build up, but I'm happy. There's plenty of holes between the clouds, so I can come down and below them if I need to. But I'm happy up here. It's nice and cool. We've got a headwind of about 12 knots. Don't mind. It's nice if it'd be cool, and also being at altitude when you're cruising, you've got lots of options. You're down low when you're cruising, the options run out very, very quickly. But anyway, I'm going strong, and I'll turn you back on for the landing in Temora. We've got about an hour to run to Temora, I think. And here we are back home again.
Traffic Air Tour Foxtrot Victor Victor joins oblique, is downwind for runway 05 for a full stop. Temora.